What a beautiful morning here to announce this year's winner of the hashtag Tomato Challenge 2025. Y'all, the winning tomato was massive. So sit back, relax, let's knock this out and congratulate this year's winner. And I have to say that it is not a repeat winner from last year. Sorry, Croc. Okay, so this is the day that we all wait for, right? If you've entered the challenge, which really started back in, for me, January, when I started my plants, my tomato plants from seed. Today's the day that culminates all of that. We are announcing the winner. Me and Brian both are going to announce the winner. He's announcing on his channel. Let's just start right off the bat. What was the Tomato Challenge 2025? Basically, you pick any tomato variety that you want. Period. You have the option of having 2 plants in case something happens to one plant. You still have the backup plant. You show all this in a video, and then you grow your tomatoes. Once your tomatoes have grown to where you want them to be, you show in the video of you cutting the tomatoes off of the vine and then weighing the tomatoes. That's it. Any tomato variety that you want. The key is you have to have the same type of tomato between the 2 plants. You can't have like one beefsteak and one Kellogg's breakfast. No, it's got to be the same tomato plant. So you're kind of rolling the dice. You're making a decision. You're going all in with that tomato plant. Between when you start your seeds until September 15th was the deadline for all submissions to be submitted to YouTube. In the description, I've said this in every single video, it has to have this right here that I'm showing. Hashtag Tomato Challenge 2025 in the description. That way we can search that, we can type that into the search bar on YouTube and pull up every single video or short that has that in the description. That's how we can all see all the submissions. If you did not type it in exactly the way that I just showed, we have no clue and no way of finding those videos. So it's very important that it said hashtag Tomato Challenge 2025. Now, having said all that, yesterday was the 16th. So Brian and I went through all the videos and we found who the winner is. But before we get to that, I have to say that for the first time, I beat Brian. I won the tomato challenge between him and me, which was how this whole thing started in the first place. But then we opened it up to everybody. So he turned in a tomato that was 10 ounces, is what he told me. Mine was 14 point something ounces this year. So between the challenge between him and me, I beat the Tomato King. And I've got to say, I'm pretty happy. But on a serious note, it's all in good fun. If he had won, which I fully expected, I'd be congratulating him. So it is all good. But we're going to do this again next year, and I'm sure he's going to come back and kick my butt. But for this year, I won the challenge between him and me. Enough of all this. Let's get into the video and announce who won this year's Tomato Challenge. So let's do some honorable mentions, and I'm just going to announce everyone that we found that had a tomato that was over a pound. Let's start right here with Big Will Dog 82. Big Will Dog 82 in the soil. Amber, I believe it's I2639. Rock Gardener, you did not repeat as a winner this year. You won last year, but you did not win this year, but you still had over a pound tomato, which is amazing. And then a gentleman who turned in a submission through Brian's social community, Jim. I'm gonna put your name up here, sir. I don't want to butcher your last name. Is that a hummingbird? You had an over a pound tomato. And then for those that watch the Coast to Coast video series that we do, Project Help Desk between wife and husband, team wife, team husband. Team wife whooped the snot out of team husband. Her winning tomato, or her submitted tomato, was 14.8 ounces. and his was 5.8. So Team Wife whooped that competition right there. All right, so let's announce who won this year's hashtag Tomato Challenge 2025. And for that, I'm going to kick it over to Brian real quick.
Hey, Chad, thanks for letting me join you to help congratulate 605 Living on winning the hashtag Tomato 2025 challenge. 2 pounds, 4.4 ounces. I didn't have a chance. Domingo Giant, I believe, was the name of the variety of tomato. I may have to try that next year. Anyway, congratulations again, 605 Living. Back to you, Chad.
All right, so like Brian said, hey, congratulations to at 605 Living. I'm putting your screen title up right here. So you are the winner. Now, everyone who's watching this, y'all, she has 4 tomatoes in this video. Combined weight of those 4 tomatoes is over 7 pounds between those 4 tomatoes. That is insane. But her winning tomato, which I'm also putting up right here, weighed in at 2 pounds, 4.4 ounces. Massive, massive tomato. So congratulations to you on winning this year's hashtag Tomato Challenge 2025. All right, everyone, so that is the challenge. Now, we are going to rerun this again next year in 2026. I think I'm going to talk to Brian, might make a couple changes to a couple things, make this a little easier for everybody in a certain way. But for everyone who joined the challenge, who maybe started the challenge and then something happened to the seeds, whatever the case is, thank you for joining. Join again next year. Tell more people about it. Let's get this thing growing and just bringing in as many big, amazing tomatoes as possible. 2 pound, 4 ounce tomato is really big. That's phenomenal. Wish that would grow here. But I'm happy. In 2025, Brian and I didn't even get a tomato growing. He had issues out there in California. I had issues here in the Houston area of Texas, and didn't submit anything last year. But this year, I actually got one to grow. And did I mention that I beat Brian on the tomato challenge? All right, that's all in good fun. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Please go over to 605 Living's page. Y'all, she's put out 9 videos, 2 long form, 7 shorts, and she just won this year's tomato challenge. So go over, give her some love, congratulate her on this big win. It's a big deal. I'm really proud of her and very happy for her. So give that channel some love. So on that note, everyone, take care. May God continue to bless each and every one of you. And let's look forward to 2026, and maybe you will be the winner of next year's challenge. I'll talk to you again real soon.